What's up, guys? This is your boy James, aka 68J, coming to you on this, what is it? Friday. Oh my gosh. Can't believe the weekend is already here. You guys had an incredible week of daily live streams from your boy James, aka 68J. It's been absolutely an incredible journey. I've been having fun going live Monday through Friday. Guys, remember you can tune in 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then every Friday evening, typically, I go live at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. However, not today. So I've got to let my man Niall know today we won't be going live, so maybe he'll put up a recording. I've got a special guest in town. I'm really, really excited. This guest is one of our members, my brother from another mother, one of the guys who helped me set this all up, Dave Adams, my good buddy right here. He's one of the head ambassadors over here at CoMiNg. We're really excited. He's been a friend of mine for some time. He's coming on. They've got like a highway patrolman. I think there's like thousands of them, like over 50 teams from all around the country having this like massive softball, baseball game or something. So he's coming down, hanging out with his brother. So I'm really, really excited to have him here. Make sure you guys go check out CoMiNg. I'll give you guys more information on that. But before we do, guys, we got one hell of a show for you guys today. I look up and who do I see? Only the most amazing people on planet Earth. EARF. You damn straight. DCA Crypto Dave got it down packed. Happy Fridays, family. EARF. You damn straight. World B Freeze in the house. That's my sister. And you guys had an incredible week with her, VTHO, the digital ladies of crypto, and all the things that's going on, guys. In that circle, we're really, really excited. IMU TV is who we're representing. Not only do we go live right now here on YouTube, we also go live on X and on IMU TV, which is on Roku. If you have Roku TV, Fire Stick TV, or coming up soon, Apple TV, you'll be able to catch all of our lives Monday through Friday. Really, really excited about that. We got Nest Force in the house. What's up, Nest Force? Shane XRP. That's my dog right there. I appreciate you guys have made your way. Nest Force, one of the realest ones in the game. DCA Crypto Dave. Good to see you guys. HBT Inc. S. What's up, everybody? What's up, my brother? Good to see you. Let's get right into it, guys. Market cap. Good Lord. You know, hey, Brad Garlinghouse said $5 trillion by the end of the year. Brad knows something. Huh? We're going to talk about that and much more. It's at 4.06 trillion is what we're at. Bitcoin. 116,474. Did you have any doubt that it's on its way up to the moon? Ethereum right now up over 46.25. My goodness. XRP sitting at 307. Got that #1 spot. Back in the top 100 digital assets globally. My goodness. XRP. Somebody need to tell somebody something, huh? Something big getting ready to happen. Solana right now is at 240 and some change, guys. We got BNB right now at 9.23. We got Dogecoin right now at 27 cents. TRX coming in at 35 cents. ADA at 90 cents, sitting at that number 10 spot. I know Charles Hopsky is happy. He said it's going to take over the world. Charles is optimistic as hell. Link right now is at $24.99, guys. SUI right now, SUI at $3.69. We got XLM right now at 39 cents. AVAX coming in at $28.58. HBAR, 24 cents, guys. Litecoin got up to number 19. See what happens when you stop talking all that crap? That's your caca about XRP, huh? Things happen. 117, guys. We got Crow, if you didn't know, at 25 cents. Toncoin, 321. Shiba, 4 zeros and a 1. That's cuatro zeros and a uno for those of you guys speak Spanish. I know a little bit. Poquito. Let me stop. Good Lord. Polkadot right now is at 429. Uniswap coming in at 10.11. World Liberty right now, 20 cents. Aave right now, 320. Pepe coming in at 4 zeros and 1. Was that any different than last week, last month? Nope, I don't think so. Let's keep it going. WorldCoin right now is at 162. We got Arbitrum, 54 cents. Matic coming in at 27 cents. ICP right now at 492. Pingu, you got any? I don't. Doesn't matter. It's at number 50. At that 50. Top 50. Bunch of penguins. What's going on, huh? 3 cents. We got Atom right now at 473. Algo coming in at 24 cents. VeChain is a big deal at 2 cents. Guys, also remember, nothing we talk about in this show should ever be considered or deemed financial advice, for I'm not a financial advisor. My name is James, a.k.a. 68J. Been in crypto since 2017. Been an incredible, incredible ride. And out of all that time, in the last 4 years and 8 months, we've never been more excited about crypto than right damn now. It's Friday. And crypto's bullet. What did Paul Atkins say? It's crypto time. Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin Family. XRP Army. VTHO. IMU TV. Me familiar. This is for you.
this one.
Let's keep it.
Come on.
Does it like it is. Got them switching gears in Ferrari with the tens. On some bullet shit, stop crying, start buying, getting bags, I ain't lying.
What?
Money multiplying, call it rocket science.
yeah.
I'm so tired of this crypto control. You already know, basing, letting money go. Swimming in the dough, SEC gets exposed. Tomorrow's the day we gon' blow.
Oh man, SEC got exposed, and now Paul Atkins is bullish as all hell. Let's keep it going. We're almost done. Trump right now at 8.94. That thing ain't moving at all, is it? Still $60-something from his all-time high. Flare right now is at 2 cents, guys. We got ING at 14.38. Optimism right now 80 cents. What else? XTC is still at 7 cents, but hey, number 70 on CoinMarketCap. Gotta love it. Stacks, just like the song I play right now. STX is what it's called. No affiliation. Stack it up on my boy Crypto Tales. Right now, Stacks STX is at 68 cents. We've got GRT right now at 10 cents. Oh, doing this thing. Dog with hat, monkey with scarf, skunk with G-string. What do you got? Make sure you do your research. That's all I'm saying. Fart coin, not admitting to it. Theta right now is at 84 cents, guys. We got Golly. That'll make you want to holler at 1 cent. XTZ to OG at 77 cents. And coming in at number 100, Sandbox Metaverse. I got to go visit my Metaverse property. I remember when I bought that damn property. It cost me like some money too. Isn't that crazy, the stuff we paid for back in the day? NFTs, 30, 40, 100,000. Like some of these guys, Justin Bieber done spent like 300,000 on a damn freaking ape. I ain't gonna lie, man. I bought like land plot like in Metaverse. It was like 3,000. My Sandbox was like 5,000. Dude, we were doing some stupid stuff. I can't even live in that damn house, huh? Virtually. What kind of stuff is that? Good Lord, huh? I'm telling myself. Good Lord, don't worry about it. All right, let's keep it going. All right, guys, here we go. Who else we got in? Crypto Tropics in the house. Guys, I'm so excited. My boy Dave is in the house. Dave is coming. As a matter of fact, he just landed, and he's on his way to my home right now. Me and Casa, I'm telling you, we don't be fronting up in here. When we say family, we say we had Crypto OG stay at the house. Actually, I'm getting Dave a nice place over at Durango on his boy's 68J. That's how family do it. But we've had so many people come through the house, man, and come visit and hang out. Crypto Tales, Crypto OG, Nina Blossom, just many people have come through and hung out with their boy. I appreciate you guys in a major way. So Dave is on his way. You guys make sure you guys go check out Chicago. We got movies going. Did I tell you that? Last part of the movie is going to be filmed this month. I got to actually touch base with the director now. It's going to be out on Regals next year, and to be talking about Chicago twice in the movie. I'm excited about it. You guys want more information? Go to @ChicagoCoin, learn all about it. Don't be hating. Also, do us a favor, go over to our Crypto for Life page, baby. Our page, baby. Even though I've been around crypto since 2017, we started this damn thing 2 years and 10 months ago. It's been an incredible ride, and I've made some of the most incredible connections. I got the best family. I've had the greatest interviews. We've even had Dumbass Gary. Go check it out. We got strategies, dollar cost average in, dollar cost average out, never financial advice. You know, I'm just sharing my journey with you guys. I was that guy's going, maybe one day to make it. Maybe one day I'll do good in 2017 until that time came. So if you guys want to go check out all of our incredible interviews and information about our incredible journey, go check out Crypto for Life with 68J. Let's get right into it. All right, let's do this. You can see that we're live here on X. Make sure you guys go over and hit. See that? Look how easy this is. Like. Some of y'all gonna like. And some of y'all gonna get, I'm gonna leave it alone because all of a sudden people start liking, maybe I get a car. Let me stop. Good Lord, show you support. That's what I'm saying. Legends will be created this bull run. Legends. What you're doing right now is gonna set you apart from everybody you know. I'm telling you guys, everybody is gonna have a story. Somebody back in the day that bought Bitcoin for $3 has got a story to tell. It's legendary. I mean, these are regular people. They used to walk around, catch the bus, go have some McDonald's, some Taco Bell, go watch movies, and all of a sudden that damn $3 Bitcoin, previously before that was 4 cents, is now 116,000. And they're sitting up there like, can I get my caviar? Good Lord, don't be that guy. Good Lord, I'm just saying legends are going to get created, guys, and you're amongst those legends. Next week could be huge for crypto, guys. Breaking, JP Morgan expects Fed cut rates by 25 BPS next week. That could be huge for crypto. Let's see how it plays out. I hope you have a plan. guys. I'm going to tell you like this. If you don't have a plan, get ready for that rubberneck. That's what you're going to be doing. Like, I'm rich. No, I'm not. I'm rich. Am I really? I mean, just have a damn plan. And if you're hodling, hodl. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Huh? If you're taking profit, take profit. Just, have a plan. Okay, guys, it's over, and they are coming. My man Smoke posted this. It says Ripple has seen moderate success with banks such as Bank of America. And I got more to show you guys on this. But this document here shared by Smoke says, indeed, several businesses have attempted to build commercial implementations of DLTs to compete with or replace national and international payment systems. Probably the best known example of this is Ripple. U.S.-based technology company founded in 2012, Ripple has seen moderate success with banks such as Santander and Bank of America and many others. Documented. Moving on with more of this documentation, it says securing over 50 MLTs across the U.S. Oh my goodness. These licenses allows Ripple to legally offer cross-border payment services using XRP and its RLUSD stablecoin, facilitating expanded access to U.S. financial institutions. Ripple's credibility attracting institutional partners such as Bank of America, Santander, and many, many others. Guys, while everybody was panicking, while Sam Bankman-Fried was doing naughty, when Binance was getting locked up, when Celsius was going under, when Luna was going under, when everybody started running out of the U.S. and panicking, when banks were going under, getting in trouble, Ripple was expanding, growing, hiring, and acquiring some of the biggest companies like Hidden Road and many others, Standard Chartered, positioning themselves. They've been playing chess the whole time, guys. And guess what? Guess who's the beneficiary of that? We are. You damn straight. Got some XRP? You are. Okay, we are so close to life-changing results. Stay locked in. My man, Digital Asset Investor, shouts out to DAI, says we are exiting, or this is what this guy's saying, the speculative phase and entering the utility phase. I told you guys this. I'm not the only one. I told you guys, everything prior to this was speculative. Oh, I must speculate this is going to happen. Oh, we got partners with Regal. We've got partners with Foot Locker. We got partners with, and people, oh my God, they got a partnership. That coin's got a partnership with Payless Shoe Store. I mean, come on, bro. At the end of the day, all that speculative and all those shenanigans, and I say that because some of those coins, some of those assets, some of those companies are gone. I remember because I got into them. I was like, oh, wait a minute. They got a partnership with AMC? Damn, AMC ain't even big as Regal. So at the end of the day, guys, I'm having a little fun here, but, you know, it's about locking in. It's about understanding that there's a lot of people who made a lot of money off of hype. A lot of money in the gray areas, a lot of money with scandals and scams and shilling and all that. And a lot of that is coming to a halt. More and more and more regulations come in, laws come in. The government's not going to play that. There's going to be a lot of people going to jail if they continue to do some of the things they were doing in the gray areas back in the day. And guys, I'm embracing it. I'm loving it because we are going into a utility. What did he say? A utility phase. DAI knows, man. I'm telling you, everybody knows. The quiet part is now being said out loud. Brad Garlinghouse said it for years. The XRP army said it for years. Lock your ass in. Let's check it out.
Yeah, no, I am a fan of Bitcoin. I think it's going to rally. You know, it's a real asset. It is going to have real value in the future. The challenge is it doesn't transact. It doesn't solve the real world problems. There's other blockchain for that, but I think
it doesn't transact. It doesn't solve. It's just, guys, look, what does gold do? Besides being, it's valuable. It's valuable. But are you using gold for this, that, and everything? No, it is what it is. Bitcoin is what it is. It's the first, but it's not the best. There was something that was created by the same people who were part of the development team of Bitcoin, 3 of them to be exact, Jeremy Allure, Arthur Brito, Joe Katz, a.k.a. David Schwartz. And they said, what if we can make, we're visionaries. Let's envision a day where money moves in seconds, not days. Let's envision a day that instead of going against the system, we put things in place to make the system better, where they need us. Oh my goodness. Good Lord, let me stop.
Future. The challenge is it doesn't transact. It doesn't solve the real world problems. There's other blockchain for that, but I think that Bitcoin is positioned well. It's just going to probably cool off for a second as real world applications come out here.
As utility is adopted. We were right the whole time.
In new technology.
And I think what we haven't seen yet that I still think we will eventually see is a separation of wheat and chaff, of what are the assets? How are these technologies being used to solve real problems that have real demand versus ones, I'll pick on Dogecoin. I don't get it.
I'll pick on Dogecoin. Now, guys, I'm telling you, that wasn't a cheap shot. That's exactly how my mindset has been as well. It's the same thing. It's how I went from over 100 different assets. Remember, I've been in since 17, so there's a lot of things that's come and gone. A lot of things I've had coins that hit 800 and something thousand that dropped 90%. I have coins that hit tens of thousands and they're gone. So that's where I started. I'm not talking about you. I'm not a financial advisor, but I know for me, they say a master of too many things is a master of nothing. It's good to be diversified. But if you got your money spread so thin that even if everything goes up some, you're like, damn, what happened? This is a utility run, guys. This is the time where you put your big boy pants on, your big lady skirt on, or big lady britches on, whatever it is. You get those, it's time to grow the hell up and stop chasing apes and stop doing this and stop doing that and stop worrying about zeros. And I'm not saying, guys, look, I came up with a 70-20-10 for a reason. If you go over to my Crypto for Life page, you'll see. It's somewhere down in here. It was some time ago, 70-20-10 dollar cost average in. 70% will change your life. 20%ers have the potential of being 70%ers. 10%ers are long shots, but man, if they work out. But it's a reason it's called 70-20-10. That's where I put my focus in the 70% that's going to change my life. I'll gamble with the 20. I'll do a little something with the 10. If I had $1,000, guess what 700 is going in the 70%ers? Guess where 20%, $200 going with the 20%ers? Guess where $100 is going? I'll take a chance on the 10%er, but I'm not sitting there trying to flush my money because the majority of 10%ers don't work out. They're money grabs, they're rug pulls, they're people trying to get rich off your back. That's a fact. And every now and then something comes through, it ends up being a big deal, like Doge, like Shiba, right? But at the end of the day, we're at a point in time now where you have to ask yourself, right? Damn it, did I lose it? I sure did.
Application. Haven't seen yet that I still think we will eventually see is a separation of wheat and chaff haven't seen yet.
In new technology.
And I want you guys to pay attention to this part here.
I think what we haven't seen yet that I still think we will eventually see is a separation of wheat and chaff what are the assets? How are these technologies being used to solve real problems that have real demand versus ones, I'll pick on Dogecoin. I don't get it.
And again, that's not a shot at Doge. It's not. It's just saying I'm not banking my family future on Doge or on sheep. I had them and took money out of them because I realized, and I had to have a big boy conversation with myself. They say one of the greatest inventions in the world is the mirror. You want to know why you're stuck in life? Go look at the mirror. You want to know why you're making bad decisions? Look at the mirror. You want to know why things are bad in your relationship? Go look at the mirror. The mirror never lies. I had to have a real conversation with myself in the mirror and say, I want to change my family's life, my children's children. How do I do that? Oh, it's me. I got to make better decisions. And I did. I'm not trying to get rich off of things that don't change the world. I'm not trying to get rich off of that. Now, I'm not saying that won't happen, but if they're in that 10%er, it happened.
Coin. I don't get it. Other than Elon Musk as the central actor, I don't see the use case and the purpose. And I'm sure I'll get lots of shit for saying that Dogecoin's not, but oh well.
I love it. Brad keeping it a buck. Let's move on. Shouts out to Mike O in the house. We got Anthony Wanner in the house. Who else we got up in here? My man, X Lloyd in the house. Good to see you, Big Bro 10. That's my sister right there. If y'all don't know Big Bro 10, she's a real one. Me and my wife got a lot of love for Big Bro 10. Oh, let's see what's we got in here. Chicken dinner. 6 night, man, you making me hungry. Like, damn, I need to go get some meat. Adam 500's in the house. Anybody else I miss? Okay, guys, let's get back to it. All right, guys. Okay, here we go. Shouts out to Crypto Dave. I'll probably wind up doing like a live or something or some shorts with Dave Adams, being that he's down here. He's going to be hanging out through the weekend. They got like some serious like baseball games or something like that. So we'll be hanging out and all that good stuff. I'll probably have my son do a recording here at the house so y'all can see he's kicking it with the boy 6'8". Okay, something big is coming. Just in crypto prediction platform Polymarket valued at up to $10 billion in VC investment offers. Big things are coming, guys. Let's see. Have a take profit strategy or be a rubberneck. I just talked about that. Have a plan. I'm telling you, get caught with your hands in your pocket. Like, what's going on? Shouts out to Cassie Trey. She says, Bitcoin next move will confirm or deny the macro correction. BTC is approaching the key resistant levels she highlighted in her last update. We've already tested the 0.5 retracement near 116,000. But so far, we aren't seeing the type of RSI exhaustion we'd expect at a major top. That leaves room for another push higher. Ooh, I like how that sounds. The next critical zone is 118,000. This aligns with the 0.618 retracement and the 1.236 C wave target inside the wave 2 structure. This is where things get decisive. A rejection here could mark the end of this bullish run and confirm the wave 2 theory. A top here would confirm the idea that Bitcoin won't make a new all-time high before heading to deeper retracement levels first. Hey guys, you can't just, you got to listen to it all. You got to listen from everybody's perspective, and what she's saying is on point. If BTC shows strength beyond 118,000, then the $120,000, $122,000 range becomes the final test. We'll need to watch closely for RSI exhaustion and a sharp rejection. If that plays out, it could set the stage for a significant correction. Now, here's one of the things I can tell you guys since I've been in this space for as long as I have, guys. And I'll be a little objective here because we haven't had a bull run. That's a fact. A lot of these assets that you saw, like Polkadot and others that hit 50 cents, or Crow that hit almost 97 cents. Look, Polkadot that hit 50, was it $56, $57, and Crow that got up to like, now a lot of these assets, we haven't gone into a bull run yet. Now, is it possible that certain assets like XRP, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, RAND, and a lot of these other speculative coins, and I wouldn't say speculative because some of these assets actually have a tremendous use case. I personally don't believe we've seen a bull run. I personally believe that we have higher highs to go. I do believe there's some things that could happen with Bitcoin that could kind of have the market pull back, but there is a bullish narrative that we've never had before. We've never had the SEC yelling from the mountaintop, it's crypto time, it's crypto's time. The president and his family and the world for that matter, the adoption is like never seen before. The institutional adoption is just starting. So I really don't believe that, and here's the thing, it's kind of like Jake Clapper says, certain things have to play out. Right? If the SEC and the Fed stop effing around, that's what it comes down to. If the Fed stops effing around and gives us these damn rate cuts that are needed, not just for crypto, needed for jobs, for this country, for right, inflation, for all these different things that are happening right now, we need a major rate cut, and we probably need several going into next year. But the point I'm trying to make is that if the Fed gets their head out of our assets, good Lord, huh? And if the SEC finally approves, which we saw some pushback with Franklin Templeton and some other things until November, from October to November. But November is set up prime because ISO 20022 cross-border payment, that kicks in. That does not get postponed. That date is set in stone. So when you start seeing how everything is lining up, Ripple's banking license could get approved during that time. ETFs could get approved, being that they got pushed back to November. A lot of different variables can play out, guys. If we start seeing institutional adoption, we start seeing some of these announcements. And I'll tell you what, since the finalization of the lawsuit, and I know it's been over, but just appeals and then waiting for this and waiting for that. But since that whole thing with the SEC and Ripple XRP finally ended, we have started to see banks like Bank of America, Santander, SBI, a lot of banks, even locally, BBVA and others, starting to come out talking about their partnerships with Ripple and others, right? So I just believe that we've never been in this position. I believe that we're positioned for a massive explosion. And then there's even people rumoring, guys, that even though we might have some higher highs and higher lows, there's some people. The sentiment right now is that we could be entering into I believe Abs and Johnny Crypto mentioned this on Good Morning Crypto, or it's possibly that they mentioned on Good Evening Crypto. There's some people that are saying that we could go into a bull run for, like a multi-year bull run, and yeah, can we have pullbacks? Some people might say, and some people look, well, towards, this time next year in 2026, a lot of people are expecting a pullback. But what we do know, and this is where my point was going with all this, a lot of times the market tends to do the opposite of what we think. And so that could be in the short term, right? The opposite of what we think before, and just hitting some of these levels, which I believe we've already done that. And then we pop up to the upside, or going into 2026, when people think this time next year, we have a huge retracement and the markets just explode. So again, the sentiment that I've been hearing from multiple sources, very credible sources, that they feel like, this is, and Johnny Crypto says, I don't want to use the word super cycle, but something along those lines is what we could be in right now. And again, because I think it goes beyond what we have seen in the past. And normally in October, or normally in 2026, this time next year, and normally there's nothing normal about what's going on right now. We've never had this level of adoption, and the fact that everything is changing, everything's already been put in place. We've got the Genius Act, we're waiting for the Clarity Act. There's so many different variables that if they play out, I'm not saying we're going to hit those Jake Claver numbers, but I'm saying that things can get crazy. Okay. Nesfor says bull run is just starting. Top 10 alts are moving and top 50 are starting to move. I agree. That's what I'm saying. So he's basically saying what I said in a more direct way. We haven't seen a bull. I mean, like he said, it's just starting. It's just starting, because when you look at some of these assets, man, there's no way, some of these incredible projects, Maddox, your Crows, your Polkadots, and some of these other assets, have not gotten even close. I'm not even half, not even a quarter where they were at. So that's how I know that we haven't gotten there yet. So True 68, opposite on popular sentiment. Yeah, I'm telling you, things typically happen the opposite of what we think. The difference is, here's where I think the big trick is going to be at Nest4. This is where I think a lot of people are going to get jacked. A lot of us understand the importance of what's happening with our financial system. Now, maxis are maxis. Oh, Bitcoin to a million, and that's all they got in their mind. It's almost like a horse with blinders. Bitcoin, that's it. Bitcoin, and they can't see nothing else. For those of us who understand that our financial system is getting an overhaul. Swift is outdated. There's some things Chainlink can do, but at the end of the day, Chainlink is not XRP. Right. And right now everything is evolving, and it's not like it's getting to the point where banks can't hide. They can't deny it. It's something, I think it was Mikkel with Paul Barron. I think it was, man, Paul Barron's been doing some incredible work, man, with his guests. A whole nother level, kind of like what I was doing and what World Be Free's been doing. Dude's been getting some major players on his show. And I can't believe, he's got like a show focus on XRP. That's how he said it. He goes, man, I'm bullish as all hell on XRP. I think it's probably one of his biggest assets now, holding, should I say. But one of the things that Mikkel was talking about is when it comes to banks, he's like, banks are getting left behind. They're losing so many customers, or they're leaving so much money on the table, or so much money that people aren't just holding their accounts. They're moving out to digital assets. So they're in the crypto space heavily, and they're getting things positioned for that, right? And so I think, in the next 12 to 24 months, we're gonna see institute. You'll be able to walk right in and say, hey, instead of saying I want to deposit my fiat, hey, I want to deposit my my this, my that, or whatever your digital asset is. So things are changing. Like I said, politically, it's not even correct to talk crap on crypto, because everything is evolving. And so the point I was making with Bitcoin maxis is their mindset is like a horse with blinders, where we understand these utility assets that they're saying are crap. Everything is crap besides Bitcoin. We understand, because of the adoption of these utility coins. And I think Jake Claver said it best on this stream last night. He was talking about how what's going to stop these massive retracements is adoption. So think about that. When you got these institutions buying up massive amount of XRP. And one of the things that I love that he said too is it can't be cheap. For it to do what it needs to do, it can't be cheap. So that flip of the switch, that aha explosion with XRP's price is more likely than not in the short and in the long term. Because, and that's why I think some of these price targets Jake is talking about could possibly play out. I'm not saying they can or can't. I'm not saying we're going to go there tomorrow or nothing. But as when ETFs come into play, guys, if that happens this year, as planned, and everyone starts offering this, it's kind of like Jake said, there's gonna be levels that are gonna be almost impossible to break because of how much is being bought. And like Mikkel says, and even Zach Rector said, and Jake has said, the amounts of money, it's billions will move this asset like crazy, because remember, it's not dollar for dollar that it takes to get our market cap to explode. So as these institutions are coming in putting billions, and think about it, we talked about how trillions are coming into this asset, especially with tokenization and many other things. So when you really think about where we're headed, we're going to see pullbacks, but I think what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to get, I don't want to use the word screwed. A lot of people are going to get wrecked, because they're going to go back and look at XRP and look at some of these other assets like Algo, HBAR, ISO, IOTA, and other great utility coins. When these utility coins that are being adopted, you see all these partnerships HBAR have, and Algo and all these different things, XLM, XTC. So what happens is DAG. But what happens is when these assets retrace because of the institutional doubt, it's not James, it's not Nina Blossom, big shouts out to Bullish Big D, and shouts out to David Dabos. So David, he must have landed. You already landed, Dave? In Vegas, baby. All right. Oh, Dave, shit. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Dave, call my son when you get here, Dave. I'm gonna text you my son's number. Damn it, I'm sorry, guys. And he'll let you in through the I got so many cars in front of my I've been on a damn car buying spree. I got so many cars. Here, Dave, I'm going to send you my son's number, because he'll open the garage so that way you can come between the cars instead of trying to go, because I hate to say it, I got so many cars in front of my house that you got to go on the rocks to try to get to my door. So let me send you my son Jalen's number, Dave. Hold on. So call my son, Dave, when you get here. Share contact. Yeah. Call my son, Dave, and he will let you in through the garage. David Adams. Okay, Dave, I just sent you my son's number. Okay, brother? So contact him and he'll let you in through the garage, because otherwise you'll be on the rocks like trying to get through my front door. Oh, Lord. I need to stop buying cars. All right, let's move on. So the point I'm trying to make is, where the hell was I going? So things are different. So as we have these pullbacks, because remember, guys, what makes charts move? I mean, what's the whole thing of charting, right? A lot of it is based off of human emotions, right? People freak out, they take money and move over here, they take from big to medium cap assets to lower cap, but institutions aren't trading. They're not getting these assets going, oh my God, everyone expects a pullback, let's sell our XRP. No, that's not happening. So as these institutions start dumping billions and billions and billions into these utility assets, the likelihood of them retracing as hard is unlikely. So what's going to happen is, and me and Mikkel had this conversation where, and Zach, where you'll have a pullback, right? So and this is not financial advice, but assets to go up, and then you'll be like, oh, I'm getting out to buy lower. And then all of a sudden, let's say XRP goes to, let's say $20, and you go, it's going to retrace to 8 or to 10, and all of a sudden, now I'm not going to say by 20, but let's just say down the line, because this depends on when institutions come in. But you're going to see retracements, and then you might see assets continue to plummet, and you might see Bitcoin plummet because people have taken their Bitcoin out to get into these utility. I'm telling you, there's going to be such a massive amount of FOMO. Such a massive amount of FOMO. And I believe the FOMO is going to come in when they start seeing these institutions name these assets. Like right now, you look, it's not just XRP. When have you ever seen the news say HBAR, Algo, XLM, XTC, XX? They won't. They'll mention the number 20 coin, Litecoin. No one's using that for, cross-border in the financial institution. But at the end of the day, they'll leave these other assets. I believe when these other assets start being mentioned, like Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I believe when people go over and they look at the market cap and go, holy crap, XRP is number 2. And guys, you got to understand, it's so effing likely. You're only talking about what, like an $8 XRP right now, flips Bitcoin, $8. So I'm sorry, flips Ethereum. So I just think there's going to be a multitude of things that sends a shock, a FOMO shock. And it's not just going to be like people like you and I, because that's when you see these people that post these pictures where there's a line and it's $3 and nobody said, then there's a line and it's $10 or $100 and that's where people are at. That picture to me represents the fact that when the institutions and these guys start mentioning XRP and other assets, it's going to be too late, right? They'll start buying in such massive amounts that it's going to be a shell shock. When people look up and see XRP at number 2, and I do believe this is going to happen, I think Ethereum's going to go up as well. But I think it's almost like when you watch Fast and the Furious and they had that nitrous in their car and they pushed that button. Ethereum doesn't have a button. It doesn't have nitrous. Bitcoin doesn't have nitrous. They had their time. And they're going to continue to have that time for Bitcoin as the rich people continue, the big organizations and the Michael Sellers and the ARK Investments and all these maxis keep buying who got big money. But most people like you and I, retail, who are super rich from Bitcoin, they're not really buying big. I mean, bro, they can say, I'm buying Bitcoin no matter what the price is. Yeah, Michael's selling those guys, but not people like you and I. People who got in at 100 or 1,000, whatever, man, they're just sitting back waiting for the damn thing to explode. Ethereum is in the same phase where Bitcoin is around that price. There's going to be people continue to come in and don't get me wrong, Ethereum's on a different scale than Bitcoin. But what I'm saying is there's not enough things around Ethereum or a lot of things set up for Ethereum the way they're set up for XRP. So XRP has like these turbo boosts. Things. Think about XRP, the asset with turbo boost, and there's like 8 or 9 to 10 things that could send it to the stratosphere. ETS and 1,700 NDAs and institutional adoption and ISO 2002 and 14% of and all these different things, bro. All these different things. Is Swift going to implement Bitcoin? No, So as these things play out, guys, I don't think you're going to see assets retrace as hard. They're going to still be volatility, but they're not going to retrace as hard. And I think that's where people are going to get wrecked because they're going to exit out thinking, I'll buy lower. And Mikkel literally said this to me. He goes, man, Jay, he said, people are going to, you might jump out at, let's say, $20-something, thinking you could get back in at 15, and it might just tap 20 and go back up. So that's all I'm saying. Let's move on. All right. I spent too much time on that, damn it. All right. So, for now, she says, this is Cassie Trade says, for now, I'm focused on watching BTC exhaustion around 118,122. If it breaks through all-time highs, the macro correction theory is invalidated. Got it. All right, let's move on. I got a lot to talk about, and I know I'm kind of going on a tangent here. Reclaim now, take over later. Let's see, did Dave get my message? Yeah, he got it. Okay, will do. Okay, cool. As soon as Dave gets here, guys, I'll probably go. I'll do some shorts so you guys can see me and my man Dave hanging out. Okay. All right. What else we got going? XRP reclaims a spot in the global top 100 assets. What? The same coin that was sued, the same coin that nobody believed in. What? In the top 100? Come on, man. And nothing's even happened. That's what's so crazy. Jake Claver said it last night. He goes, XRP, in his opinion, and many other people's opinion, is still so undervalued. So undervalued. I'm going to be honest with you. No lawsuit right now. Ripple being able to collaborate and move forward with partnerships that didn't have to be scary and everything else. They knew what they were doing. If that wasn't the case, XRP, in my opinion, and many others, would clearly be number 2 right now. Clearly be number 2 right now. They know what they were doing, and it's okay. It's okay, because that unfortunate, horrific situation with the SEC, Operation Choke Point 2.0, whatever, was one of the biggest blessings and will be one of the biggest blessings for people who position themselves accordingly. That's why Nestor says, I like the 25-25-50 method. Worst case scenario, you still have most of your holding. Come on, bro. The 25-20, look at that. That's my brother. The 25-25-50, something I made up. Thank you, Nesforce, for that validation, brother. You're right. I'm telling you, it's different. And I've been having that conversation with these guys too. Mikkel, Zach Rector. I've been strong with my boys, strong, because right now the conversations are getting deep because the time is coming. The time is coming. I'm telling you guys, man, you have a plan. We all have one, have a plan. And you're right, that 25, 25, 50 is a big deal because if it blows up, 25 out. If it goes down, 25 in. But if it blows up, 25 out, and it keeps going, 25 out again. Because at some point there will be a retracement. And then all of a sudden I can go 50 back in. And you continuously accumulate your position without spending any new money. Guys, look, let me stop. Not financial advisor. Have a plan. All right, let's keep going. Forget Ripple versus Swift. Forget Ripple versus Swift. BRICS nations are building on XRP ledger with their central banks, says Bitcoinist. Okay, let's check it out. Don't go nowhere. We got to hear it, though. Latest updates. No, I don't know. Latest updates. Okay, so this is some information based off of Verswan over at Black Swan Capitalist. I'm going to go through this. We got like 16 minutes. Okay, I got to get through this. Shouts out to my man, Michael. You damn straight. Michael knows, huh? Tick-tock. Okay, here we go. Ripple's role in global finance is drawing new attention after Versan of Black Swan Capitalist, I don't know how to say his last name, Raja or something like that, revealed that central banks in BRICS nations have been building on the XRP ledger. The findings suggest that the ledger is not an afterthought, but a serious option in the bloc's plans for cross-border payments. BRICS central banks quietly building on the XRP ledger. Versan goes on to say that the central banks of BRICS, along with the new development banks, have already been working with the XRP ledger. According to him, the records show clear evidence that this work has been going on, ongoing quietly for years. And I know that's a fact because, guys, you got to understand, it wasn't. A lot of banks were scared. The SEC had them scared, so there's a lot of behind the scenes, and we even seen some of these guys at these big summit here meetings and things like that. We've worked with Ripple and this and that, but you know we have to work for this legal clarity to end, and then we can move forward. So, dude, this is all documented stuff. The archive papers he cites do more than just mention Ripple. They note that BRICS reports point to escrow and automation on the XRPL as tools that can handle the block's cross-border needs by making transactions easier, quicker, and more secure. With Ripple's escrow, the system locks payments and then releases them automatically. So, guys, if you guys want more information, I don't got enough time to go through all this, but this is some bars here quoted by Bitcoiners on what some of the things that Versan was talking about. If you guys are interested, go right here, click this link, and you guys can get in there and read that. How about that? Dom says, very exciting announcement coming in the next 24 hours. Very exciting! Oh, my God, I'm excited about his excited. Let's keep going. Excited by his excitement. Smoke comes on and says, former Ripple employee, now I like this one, former Ripple employee Marcus Treacher, or Treacher, however you say it, we are working very closely with Bank of America. Let's check it out.
U.S. major banks on Ripple, question here. We're working very closely with Bank of America Merrill Lynch. They are one of the 7 core banks which are helping us create our governance structure. So the complete list is Bank of America Merrill Lynch, CIBC Canada, Royal Bank
of America, who else?
Helping us create our governance structure. So the complete list is Bank of America Merrill Lynch, CIBC Canada, Royal Bank of Canada, Bank of Tokyo Mitsubishi, which is the 4th largest bank in the world, Santander Group, number 19 worldwide, and Standard Chartered Group, and Westpac Australia.
Oh, and you know what's so funny about this, guys? You know what's so funny about this? Shouts out to CKS. You know what's so funny about this, Michael, and all you guys that are here? The maxis want to tell us, even the jab that been thrown out by the Bitcoin maxis, the Litecoin maxis, even XLM had a couple things to say, and other people. And even when you look at Gemini, there's a while Gemini and others did not support XRP. All of a sudden they got an XRP card. Guys, look, it's funny how when you know what you hold and everybody starts coming in. I think one of the greatest feelings right now is knowing that we're right. All those maxis, you listen to all these individual people who is, because Jack Mallers got in early and he's made, millions in Bitcoin. Now all of a sudden he knows more than institutions, the president and other countries around the world. And really, Max Kaiser, it's just crazy how people put so much into these individual people. But at the end of the day, the world is adopting the thing that we believed in so long. XRP Army, Crypto for Life, Chicago Coin Family, IMUTV. Oh my God, it's our time.
I'll be better off when you selling at a loss, not caring what it costs. I'm buying when it drop, waiting for the flip flop to the tip top. While you watching TikToks on my new wristwatch, hit the Vegas crypto meetup. Hello, nice to meet you. Take a shot with DAI like we do it all the time. Did a show with Lady E in the bag, man. The next night, a moon party, so you know we had to take flight. So many years and it's still no cheers. If you're selling, then I'm still all in. What do you do when your freedom is an illusion? How high will it go when the XRP get the mooning? Using when you know that you ain't losing. Going back to go back, now I'm choosing. Which one? Bag it up. Come on. This one, bag it up.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you right now that, my God, I am so happy. I am so freaking happy for each and every one of you guys today. I'm so happy that you didn't listen to the maxis. I'm so happy that you didn't listen to them tell you go buy 0.1 Bitcoin to get you rich. Go buy 0.1 Bitcoin. What? What? Guys, I'm going to tell you right now. Oh my God. This is all that keeps coming to my head is God is good. God is good. We're blessed. We're so blessed. We're so blessed. We're so blessed. Legends. We're going to be legends. Guys, I'm just telling you right now. Think about, and Jake talks about this on the show. He was talking about it last night, like how, there's people getting Jake's chat and they're like, Jake, I only got 1,000. And he just smiles. He goes, man, one day. And like meaning 1,000 XRP, 500 XRP, whatever your amount, it doesn't matter what you got. And I'm not saying 1,000 XRP or 500, but if some of these prices, guys, look, think about if you knew somebody right now with 100 Bitcoin, you'd be like, if somebody walks up right now and said I had 100 Bitcoin, you'd be like, oh my God, you're legendary. That damn thing was 4 cents each. 4 cents each. They're legendary? Oh yeah, they're legendary because they had vision. They believed. When what Bitcoin maxis and other people are doing to us now is what the world was doing to them. That's what's so crazy. The bullied are now the bullies. The bullied, because they got in early, they positioned themselves well. When everybody's saying battery assets going to zero, it's about crime, it's about corruption, it's this, and no one's going to use it. And they held on and they made it. Then they turned around. And now they're bullying because they realize, oh my God, they have to have those look in the mirror moments where they're saying, damn, they created XRP and it's jealousy. It's jealousy. They know. They can position themselves, but they're just holding on so tight to that thing because they went through so much. It's so like they're like that little guy from Lord of the Rings, my precious, right? Or however the hell he sounds. Good Lord. The point I'm trying to make is that's how they are. They're like horses with blinders, and they don't understand things continue to evolve. For a while, they were saying that XRP and what Ripple was doing was ahead of their time. But it goes back to make me think about, the vision of Amazon when he was creating books, and he goes, wait a minute, and then packages, and then this, and then that. And it's like Brad Garlinghouse says, he says, Ripple in the early days were like Amazon where they were just delivering books. They're so much more, and so are we. At the end of the day, what am I trying to say? We were right the whole damn time. How about that? Let's move on. We were right the whole damn time. You were right. You look at people now, if someone says, I got 100 Bitcoin or 1,000 Bitcoin, you be like, man, you ain't got no damn 1,000 Bitcoin. And people are going to be saying that to you. Man, you ain't got no damn 100 XRP. Can you imagine 10 years from now, 5 years from now? Let's just say 5 years from now. Jimmy Valley saying 30,000 and all these, by 2032, it could be, all these big time numbers. But what if XRP was $1,000 by 2030? $1,000. And you had 500 of them, or you had 1,000 of them. Look, I don't care. It's funny because I think most people's problems, they're always going to try to compare themselves to other people. You got to get in when you fit in. If you got 500 XRP and it hits 1,000, you got $500,000. When's the last time you had $500,000? That's massive. It's not the end of anything. It's the beginning. Because if it can hit, look guys, if it can hit 1,000 and Joe Katz and many others, including some of the top people in this space, the Jimmy Valleys, the Jay Clavens, you guys says, in order for it to be able to scale and be utilized at the levels that it needs to be utilized, it has to be at least $10,000. So if you get to 100, you can get to 1,000. And if it gets to 1,000, it's just another 10x. Oh, Lord. Let's move on. Do the things today that others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow that others won't have. This is your life-changing moment. Don't F it up. Good Morning Crypto goes out and says, first spot XRP ETF goes live tomorrow. The Rex Osprey spot XRP ETF is indeed set to launch on September 12th. Okay, that's today. 2025, marking a significant milestone as the first spot XRP exchange traded fund ETF in the United States of America. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, completed its 75-day review period without objections, allowing the fund to move forward under the Investment Company Act of 1940. This ETF, which directly holds XRP tokens rather than futures contracts, aims to provide retail and institutional investors with regulated exposure to XRP through traditional brokerage accounts, simplifying access without the need for crypto wallets or exchanges. My God, that's big. Let's see what happens. Exciting times, guys. I agree. We almost out of here. So, guys, this is the new improved XRP rich list. See how much money it would cost for you being in the top 1%. I'm excited about that. I showed my wife. I told my wife last night, I said, honey, yeah, because my wife, you know, she invests herself. And do you know my wife is in the top, just my wife is in the top 10%? My wife is in the top 10%. That's crazy. I told her, she's like, oh my God, get over it. I said, you're in the top 10%. So top 10% now, guys, is only 2,396 XRP. And I can't remember what Johnny Crypto and Abs was talking about, what that value is at right now. I don't know, what the hell is XRP right now? So if you want to be in the top 10%, damn, XRP just popped to 309. So it'd be 309 times, what I say? 2,396. So that's like $7,403.64 to be in the top 10% in the world. In the world. And I love what Jake says. He goes, man, as this price goes up, it's going to be hard for people to be in that top 10%. It's going to be hard. Your time is here, man. Shouts out to my wife. She got vision, baby. What will haters say regarding XRP at $10? Well, it will never hit $100. So what the point I was trying to make is when it was 50 cents, they said it never hit $1 or even get close to $3 again. We did that. And then it hit $10 and they'll be like, it ain't never going to get to 100. It'll do that. And then it ain't never get to 10,000. And it's like, your ass ain't ever going to be XRP rich. We stop. Good Lord, huh? Y'all pray for me. It's the coffee. Easing capital rule. Hong Kong proposes easing capital rules for banks that hold XRP. Now, if you don't know what easing capital rule is, Google it, and it all makes sense. How about that? Here we grow. Here we grow, yo. Here we grow, yo. So what's the scenario? I know the scenario. Y'all ass is about to be rich. Have a great rest of the day, family. Shouts out to World Be Free, about to get up out of here. Appreciate you, sis. Thank you for stopping by. One of the realest ones, one of our biggest supporters. We're almost out of here, guys. Well, we got 3 minutes. Okay, DTCC lists Fidelity Solana ETF and Canary's XRP ETF. Come on, baby. Let's get it going. Shouts out the official trailer for Fruition Productions' new Money Disrupted, a groundbreaking documentary exposing inflation, debt, and future money. They got some of the biggest names on the planet. I'm not going to be able to play it all, but I'll play a little bit because we got to get out of here right on time. Here we go. Fruition Productions. Let's do it.
You will find the heart of America here.
The decline of American manufacturing jobs is a serious concern, as many companies choose to move their operations overseas.
How did this dramatic income inequality happen on such a wide scale?
I have directed Secretary Connally to suspend temporarily the convertibility of the dollar into gold or other reserve assets.
The U.S. came off the gold standard August 15th, 1971, when Nixon closed the gold window. Since then, we've had floating exchange rates with the rest of the world.
The majority of Americans don't make enough money to cover some of the basic costs of living.
Every day is a struggle for me. I still have to worry about where my next meal is coming from.
Even eggs has gone up to $5 or $6 per dozen.
It all began in November of 1910. The Federal Reserve System was conceived. But all these years, we've had something which most people have thought was a government operation of some kind or another.
It's not. What is it? It's a cartel.
There's been massive money creation in the U.S. When they create a lot of money, that devalues our buying power. And this has gone on to such an extent that 40% of all the money that's in existence in the US dollar was now created since the pandemic.
Here you go, guys. Let's play central bank, because it's even easier than what I'm showing you. Originally, when we were on a gold standard, gold and silver were actually the money.
The only way we get out of the rat race of inflation and endless money printing and debt slavery is to return to sound money principles.
Bitcoin's now 16 years old. It's never been hacked. It's an extraordinary invention.
This is just the beginning. A new era of financial freedom where individuals can control their own money.
As you know, I was a skeptic.
Yes!
I believe Bitcoin is legitimate.
They were a skeptic, him and Jamie Dimon right here, and now they have embraced adoption. And if you think they're going to do this twice, guys, I'm telling you, these guys are accumulating XRP probably at massive amounts, OTC over the counter. I'm telling you, get them once, I get it. Get them twice. It's a difference between ignorance and stupidity. Ignorance is when you don't know something, and it's like Jake talked about on the show. I was ignorant to Bitcoin. I didn't know. Ignorant just means I didn't know. Stupidity is when these guys are talking crap about Bitcoin and then something that was created better in every way is out and you do it again. That's stupid. And trust me, these guys aren't stupid.
Believer stablecoin, believer in blockchain.
I think crypto trading is going to become the infrastructure layer behind real world assets.
Guys, if you guys get a chance, make sure you guys go check this out. I got to get up out of here. We're already at our hour. I appreciate you guys in a major way. Make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. It's called Crypto for Life with your boy James, aka 68J. I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys. What is real? Matrix is in the house. Too blessed. I see you, my brother. We got Bullish Bird. We got the Crypto for Life family, the Chicago Coin family, the IMU TV family, the DiPito family, the IBF family. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. My man Michael says, my best boy, if y'all didn't know, says 68, your words have already came in to fruition for us. A lot of us are 5 or 6x already. Isn't that like 30 years in the stock market, brother? You're right. Shouts out to my man Michael. Shouts out to you guys. King Karan's in the house. King Karan in the house. Guys, that's my brother right there. King Karan was at XRP Las Vegas 2025 as well as my man Edo Farina. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Until next time, it's your boy James, aka 68J. You know, wait a minute. I don't care. We're going to go over a couple minutes. Why? Because damn it, y'all deserve a little bit more tails. Let's do this. Woo!
Pull up in a spacecraft, them bags on us.
What?
Get into them bags, so them stacks on us.
Come
in
on.
different bracks where they try to tax on us. Government some lies, but them bags blowing up. Spitting 16s, keep them bags stuffed up. Give you more game than your mainstream rappers.
Like 68, you're supposed to stick to the hour rule, and I thought you were doing everything like in a structure. Yeah, we're doing everything structured, but damn it, this is tails. This is the XRP army. This is the Crypto for Life family, Chicago Coin family. The haters can kiss our ass. Sets, good Lord, let me stop.
You get the bag, disconnect from the fuzz. Your favorite rapper clone and he can't beat trust. Move to a different code so they can't tax us. Golden passports, rocket ships like Buzz. We light years ahead of the herd, like they don't want you to get rich, but die trying. But I slid you the crypto list, so start buying. And I'll see you at the tip top when we start flying. Upgrade the shit, push a button, autopilot. Party all night, so we just keep flying.
You guys will appreciate you in a major way. We'll see you guys next time. Until then, this is your boy James, aka 68J. Peace. Greatest family on planet Earth, EARF. Yeah.